How happy do you think those coaches in Athens should be about getting to call plays with him in a couple of years?
Well, what a tremendous kid he is, and the people that are around him. He's just got a gravitational pull. He just loves playing the game. He loves being out there. He loves practice. He loves the workouts. He loves just competing. He's not at all drawn to the glamour of it all, and the outside things don't really move the needle for him. It's just about being with his buddies, playing ball, competing, whatever the case may be. And in the case of football, he's just a natural, but he works really, really hard, and he's really, really humble about it, but he's very confident that he can get the job done, and it's fun calling plays when you know there's a guy out there leading your team like that.
Do you have a favorite moment so far coaching him? Is it a state title game? Is it a August practice? Like, what's the moment that sticks out for you coaching Jared so far?
Oh gosh, I don't know that there's one moment that would rise above any others. It's just so fun to watch him. Like I said, just the kind of person that he is. You know, that he really just truly practices with a smile on his face, but he's serious about it. And it's just the kind of kid you want to have be in the front of your program. You know, when your most talented player is your hardest worker, then you know you're going to be in a good situation. And the guys just follow him as he leads them in that. And the funnest moments are probably, honestly, when he's just sitting in the office and we're just talking about things that don't have anything to do with football, and I see a smile on his face and just the joy that he has about himself. It's good to see that kids still have that.
Jeff, how would you describe, I'm sure you've seen it 50 times now, when football men, guys that see big arms and college arms all the time in high school, what's the typical reaction when somebody sees Jared throw for the first time?
Their eyes get a little bigger, and their mouth opens a little bit, just the jaw drop moment to think that just didn't look like it was any work at all. It's just very natural. And the fact, and I was telling you earlier, I think too, that he just throws a very catchable ball. So you see big arms, you see guys that can throw it through a keyhole at 50 yards, you see guys that really just put a tight spin on the ball, but they don't always turn into the guys who can also throw the check down route, who can also throw the swing, who can also throw the deep out and the drive route over the middle, and just he throws a catchable ball at every level. So what it really is when you see what he can do and then how he does everything so effortlessly. But it's kind of like Michelangelo. If it looks like everything was easy, you didn't see how hard he worked to make it happen. And that's the way Jared is.
Coach, I think the last thing you've described to me, how all this swirling around him, he can still make Nashville Christian the importance.
Yeah.
I wonder, it's an underrated stat these days about how part of the job at quarterback is you got to get the other 10 men in the huddle to believe for you, to care about you, and to lift you up or to let you go make a play. How does Jared do that so well here?
Well, I think, again, it's just natural for him. That's just the kind of person that he is. I've told people, too, that he has no new friends since this whole process started, and he didn't leave off any friends that he had when it started. So it's all still the same group of guys doing the same stuff. I can close my eyes and see them playing out here on the playground, just like I can watch them play on Friday night, coming up this fall. And I think that just genuine authenticity about him as a person. He loves his friends, he loves his football team, he loves his coaches and his family, and he's a relationship-driven guy. That's what he was saying in the press conference, that one of the things about Georgia that stood out the most for him, maybe the deciding factor, was the relationships. And so he develops that not only with the coaches and the staff, but also with his teammates, and I think there's no doubt that's what will propel him as he moves forward.
Coach, is it super hard to say that's the best throw he's ever made? Do you ever look at all his tape and say, that's the one that I think's his best throw? How hard is that?
Most of the time I say that's the next best throw I've ever seen him make, because there's another one coming. The one, it's not even on tape. I watched him one time. We were at practice, and he was looking out to the side. We had a spread formation. He's looking out to the guys, and the center snapped the ball when he wasn't looking, so it kind of went past him, and he just kind of jogged back to it. And we were running an outs concept, so the outside receiver across the field has a deep out route, a 14-yard comeback route. And Jared kind of jogs over to the ball, picks it up, and on one leg just kind of turns around and underarms it across the field on an out route and hits the guy right in the chest. And that was one of the most amazing things I've seen him do. And then he just kind of jogs back to the huddle and, what's next?
Was that a 30-yard throw? What was it?
Oh, yeah.
40-yard throw, underhanded and everything else.
Yeah, it's like a submarine pitcher from baseball, just picks it up on one foot, just shoots it out there and hits him right in stride.
Guys, that's Jeff Brothers here at Nashville Christian State Championship coach. Thanks for being with DawgNation.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.